But your baby is falling constantly and getting bumps, bruises, and you're beginning to worry about it, then your baby may be missing a key component in this whole walking thing, balance. And so I'm decided to dedicate an entire episode to just focusing on balance and how to strengthen those core trunk muscles of your baby so that your baby can fall less. All right? If you're new to the channel, my name is Cherrick Gordon. I've been a pediatric physical therapist for over 25 years. I show parents just like you how to use simple touch and movement to help your baby catch up and move ahead. So let's get into this whole balance thing. Let's start off, we're going to take a step back and talk about what exactly is balance. Balance is simply being able to have your baby move but keep their center of gravity within their base of support. What that simply means is if baby is standing and you pretend like there's a line coming from in between baby's legs going down into the ground. This should happen directly below, in between baby's legs. If that line winds up being forward, baby will tend to fall forward. If that line winds up being backwards, baby will tend to fall backwards. So what are some simple ways that you can use to help your baby improve their balance and also strengthen baby's core trunk muscles? The way you're going to improve balance is by strengthening those deep postural muscles in baby's trunk so the baby can reach outside of their base of support, grab a toy, and come back and bring their center of gravity back within their base of support. So let's go back into our earlier stage of development, sitting. Now, if you have your baby sitting on the ground, what you can do, if you position your baby sitting on the ground facing away from you, you would typically start with your hands high up around baby's trunk. Now, as baby is beginning to figure out how to move and maintain their balance and come back, bring their center of gravity back within their base of support, you will notice a couple of things. Baby will tend to lose their balance forward or backwards or to one side or the other. Now, balance is about baby being able to control their tummy muscles with their back muscles. The tummy muscles are trying to pull baby forward. Back muscles are trying to pull baby backwards. Side muscles trying to pull baby to either side when they contract. And baby needs to be able to figure out how to keep these muscles and have these muscles working together. One of the first things you can do with babies, put baby to sit on the ground in between your legs. I like to encourage parents to leave some space in between baby's body and your legs, and encourage baby to play and reach for toys. So one of the things you can do, put baby's legs a little bit wider apart and put baby in this position with baby's hands on the ground. This position is called propped sitting. Now, propped sitting, it's kind of the basic, it's a static position. Baby cannot move from this position because they're actually bearing their weight on their hands and they're propping themselves up. They're propping their body up. This builds static stability, but it doesn't give baby what baby needs, which is dynamic stability. Stability while baby is actually moving. So what you can start to do is get simple little toys and cue baby to start to prop herself up with one hand while reaching with the other hand. And as baby begins to do that, baby will be able to do it with one hand while keeping one hand on the ground. Then baby will get to a point where baby can hold an object in each hand, bang those toys together, encourage baby to bang toys together, and be able to maintain their balance in this position. A couple of things that you can do to help your baby while your baby is practicing this skill and getting good at this whole sitting balance thing. One of the things you can do is start off, take your hands, bring your hands high up around baby's trunk and hold baby around her chest. Try to use just your fingertips to hold baby's body so that baby can sway and move side to side. As baby gets more stable, bring your hands down until eventually you have your hands at baby's pelvis, down on baby's hips, and eventually get to where you have your hands on baby's legs. And see if you can do the following. If you can touch baby on the legs and baby is able to maintain their balance. A couple baby in this position with baby's hands on the ground. This position is called propped sitting. Now, propped sitting is kind of the basic, it's a static position, whole sitting balance thing. One of the things you can do is start off, take your hands, bring your hands high up around baby's trunk and hold baby around her chest. Try to use just your fingertips to hold baby's body so that baby can sway and move side to side. As baby gets more stable, bring your hands down until eventually you have your hands at baby's pelvis, down on baby's hips, and eventually get to where you have your hands on baby's legs, and see if you can do the following. If you can touch baby on the legs and have baby is able to maintain their balance, every now and again you can do what I like to call the taps game, where you can just tap baby to one side, and if you tap baby towards her left side and baby's losing their balance this way, and you push down on baby's right leg, baby's falling towards her left side, and you press down on the right leg, now you're going to be cueing those muscles on baby's sides to bring her body back into an upright position. Now, once you bring baby comes back into an upright position, let her play for a little while, and then tap baby backwards towards you like that. And don't pull baby by their arms up. Put your hands on baby's legs. Give her some downward pressure on her legs. See if you can get her to engage her core and bring her body back up into the sitting position. Now you're doing a mini ab workout. So you might do this. You might put baby's legs together, tip baby to where baby's leaning back against your body. Put your hands on both of baby's legs, and cue baby to come back up into a seated position. If baby is not able to do it, you can lean your body forward a little bit, just far enough to where baby can engage her core trunk muscles and bring her body back up. Those are a couple of different exercises that you can do. Another fantastic position that will create what's called disassociation is once your baby is able to sit in these different positions, you can try have your baby at a wide base of support, bring your baby into what's called long sitting, then ring sitting, all challenging baby's trunk strength and stability and in her ability to be able to move into and out of the seated position. You can then move on to what's called side sitting. Side sitting is where you would put both of baby's legs on one side of their body, bend their knees, put both of their legs on one side of their body, and encourage baby to prop herself up off to one side. And then encourage baby to reach with one hand while trying to get a toy. You want to pay attention and make sure that you're switching baby's legs to both sides. You want to be paying attention and look for those asymmetries and see, okay, does baby go to one side and have more comfort in one side than the other side? If baby is more comfortable with her legs on the right side, then you want to start the next time you are playing with baby, accidentally put baby towards her left side, because we're trying to build balance. That balance is going to pay benefits later on as baby does more of those dynamic stability that we talked about earlier, where baby is actually moving from one place to the next when baby starts to stand. Moving on from doing sitting activities and dynamic sitting activities, what you can do is put your baby on your lap, and we're going to move into now standing. Now you notice what I've done here. I've put baby's foot directly under her knee. I have baby sitting on my lap, and what I would do is support her, take my right hand, put my right hand on her back, the other hand on baby's tummy, and encourage baby to stand. I can then start to give baby less assistance as baby legs get stronger. And now we're playing the up, down game. We can play the up, down game and then eventually get to a point where I'm just standing there and I'm holding baby's hands, giving baby a minimal amount of support and letting her shift her body weight side to side, move around while playing and while reaching for toys. Once baby is able to master that, you want to start to put baby in different positions where baby is going to be standing and reaching for things. So what we can do is put baby to stand, let baby hold on to the couch, sit behind your baby, and encourage baby to hold on with one hand and reach for a toy with the other hand. So hold a toy out, encourage baby to stand sideways holding on to the couch and reach outside for a toy. Now, what this will do is encourage your baby to develop some rotational stability. If baby is standing and baby stands like this and has to turn to get a toy while holding on with one hand, you can see I'm holding on to the couch with one hand, I'm turning towards mom to get a toy, then I'm rotating my trunk. As baby practices these things, and you want to again practice to both directions, have baby reaching with the right hand and reaching with the left hand, and keep on practicing. Once baby's stable and baby's able to stand in this position, you want to encourage baby to cruise sideways using the furniture for support and then come back to baseline where she's standing and just playing. Go slow. Encourage baby to play and take your time. You don't have to rush it and try to have baby moving right away. Baby can stand there and play. This will help baby's legs to get stronger and increase baby's endurance of baby's legs as baby is standing. I like to also encourage baby to, I'll turn baby away from the couch and put baby to stand. I'm going to put the doll's hands up so she can maintain her balance because she has no core trunk strength and stability. But put your baby in this position where baby is up against the couch and baby will stand like this. I like to put babies in this position because I'll be sitting right there in front of baby and be able to catch baby if she falls. And you'll notice baby will do this. They'll reach for the couch and turn. And that is fantastic because baby is now working the rotational component of walking, which she will need later on when she starts walking. A couple of more dynamic activities that you can do with your little one once baby is able to sit in a static position is use something like this large exercise ball. And I'm going to show you a couple of exercises. And kind of distracts them from feeling uncomfortable. Here are a couple of exercises you can do on the ball while you're playing with baby to work on some dynamic balance. One, you can put baby on the ball. I like to start off by bouncing baby up and down. There's a term in physical therapy school that we learn called pumping up the trunk. Bouncing up and down, this kind of rhythmic movement helps baby to engage their trunk muscles, their core stabilizing muscles, and let her know that something fun is getting ready to happen. I will encourage baby to use her hands. I'll tap on the ball and encourage baby to use her hands to tap on the ball as well, and do that to both sides. This gets baby involved and kind of distracts them from feeling uncomfortable. I like to let baby sit on the ball for a little while before I will start going into sit-ups and just randomly throwing a bunch of things at them. I want to make sure that they're feeling stable, that she's feeling safe. I will hold her high up around her trunk if she needs it, and gradually bring my hands down to her hips and start weight shifting side to side, backwards and forwards. And now as you are displacing baby's center of gravity from under her, as you're moving the surface, the support surface under her body, now she has to constantly be correcting. Of course, once she gets stable and she's having fun on the ball, you can be a little bit more random with how you're moving the ball. You can add some circular movements, circles in counterclockwise and clockwise direction, and just play around with it. As baby gets stronger, now you can let baby lean backwards on the ball and go ahead and put your hands on baby's hips and do some sit-ups. I like to do this. I'll come over baby and look, make a lot of eye contact, talk to baby once baby is in this position, because some kids don't really care to be laying on their back like this. It makes them feel, they have some gravitational insecurity, makes them feel very uncomfortable. And so I'll do that. I'll come over and make some eye contact with them and then cue them to come back up. If you find that coming all the way up from lying flat on the back is too difficult in the beginning, start off where you just shift baby's body, kind of like this, where you have baby at like a 45-degree angle, and that will make coming up a little bit easier. You want to look for the chin tuck and make sure baby does not have too much of a head lag happening there, and work on core, trunk strength, and stability. This will pay big dividends once we get to the next stage of walking. Once baby starts walking, gets down and starts cruising around on using the couch for support, as baby's balance continues to improve, what you can do is then go to less supportive surfaces like walls, like sliding glass doors where the surface is vertical, and you just have baby put their hands up against the wall and move sideways that way. Okay, so those are a couple of different ways that you can challenge your baby's dynamic balance. Now, I want to hear from you guys. At what point is your baby in? Where is your baby exactly in terms of their balance? And let me know in the comments. Drop a comment, let me know. And if you have any specific questions, go ahead and drop a question. I answer all the questions, and I might even make a video based on your question. All right, I'll talk to you soon. See you in the next video.